I think we need to have a massive rethink of how we set up the economy. What is the economy for? Who is it supporting and how is it supporting them? And that means turning our attention to the root causes of environmental harm and also inequality. So no longer is it good enough to just tinker around the edges with a little bit of redistribution and a little bit of tax and spend. We need to massively think about how the economy is operating in the first place, whether it's creating through the market equal or unequal outcomes, and whether the way the economy operates is itself on the back of extracting from the environment and then emitting, just using the environment as a sink to spew out resources.
For me, it's about trying to make sure that we really understand that there are boundaries and there are limits to what we can extract from the planet. And it's very clear that we're reaching those limits, but that we also then keep in mind that there are people who suffer disproportionately, but who could also benefit if we have and pay attention, have a perspective on the environment as a good and as something that is valued.
If you want to reduce consumerism, which of course is consumerism is one of the biggest obstacles to moving towards sustainability, you have to reduce inequality. It intensifies the status competition, and all the status consumption. But there are other things also which relate inequality very directly to our ability to move towards sustainability. Community life is stronger in more equal societies. People trust each other more. And that has direct effects on sustainability issues. You see, for instance, in international surveys of the opinions of business leaders, that in more equal societies, they rate environmental issues as more important. In more unequal societies, I think business leaders feel that's not really their business. They just have to look after themselves. And you see also that more equal societies recycle more. So with stronger community life goes a stronger sense of the greater good.
This is not a private sector set of problems and solutions. This is for us as a society to insist that our political masters take action on.
I suppose it would be a global wealth tax. Even though it might not happen, for it to work, it would have to be at the global level to avoid wealthy individuals going to other countries to try and avoid it. But that would generate the revenue to really finance the green transition, and it would also reduce inequality by targeting the richest people and making them share the extreme amount of wealth that is concentrated in their hands with everybody else.
I'd say to them, stop pursuing GDP. It's a pretty rubbish measure of success. We don't need it for the 21st century. 21st century demands a different form of leadership. We need countries, perhaps not the G20 itself, perhaps different countries forming that global alliance, countries that are pursuing a different measure of progress, a different model of development that puts people and planet rather than just more and more and more at the forefront of their economic models.